Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dark Souls sack only. Alright, we're still working on that. You know what? I think this one's was actually worse than last episode's, but that's okay. You know what? One of these episodes, it's gonna come out fantastic. So, for this episode, we are going to continue our adventure along the path that we are following in order to get the sack for our challenge playthrough. I'm still being pretty tutorial-y, and I'm not meaning to be, but it's just kind of the natural feel. So I guess this is kind of like a walkthrough. Not entirely what I had gone for, but you know what? I'm fine with this basically being a walkthrough, if anyone wants to use it for that. Plus, not to mention, you guys don't have to wear a sack. I do. But, for this one, I am going to very quickly show you that farm I mentioned in the previous episode. It's pretty easy. Pretty much, you want to be sure you rest at the Andre bonfire, which is just inside there. And as soon as you've rested there, or the Firelink bonfire, both work in all honesty. But once you do that, you're basically just going to come over here to all the hollows and where the Balder Knights hang out. You're going to take out these guys because it's probably for the best that you do, considering they will follow you and they will make life a bit harder. Now, I am still relearning the game, so you have to excuse if I'm pretty bad, but I like to think I'm pretty knowledgeable at the game, despite how bad I tend to play. So, basically what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to come over here. We put our bow away, I'm not sure why. Not that you need a bow for this, although it would make it a bit easier. You're going to want to pull out one arrow. Boom, we've pulled him. Now, we can just take them out as they show up. Ah! You blocked my attack. That's cheating. So we did get an attack on that one. However, the other one did block us. You do want to stay on them because they will Estus, which, you know. Ah! Stop kicking. Alrighty, there we go. So, every time you kill one of these Balder Knights, there is a small chance that they'll drop not only their armor, but Titanite shards. And Titanite shards are basically how you're going to upgrade a majority of your weapons from the get-go. So, pretty much this little farm is, you walk in a circle, you kill all of the Balder Knights, use the souls you get from them to potentially buy more Titanite shards, and you essentially just want to keep, you're gonna want to keep farming them until eventually you have enough to max all of your weapons, as much as they'll go for this early in the game. You could also use the souls you get to level up, you can buy the boxes, pretty much whatever you want to use it on, you can use it on. So this is the path I like to take. It's basically just a little circle, and then you're just going to run back and rest at the bonfire. It can be pretty time-consuming, so that is something I will let you guys know. If you do decide you want to give this a shot, it's a bit time-consuming. So what I like to do is I like to spend some of the souls you get from the Balder Knights on a bit more Titanite shards, because you're not always guaranteed to get Titanite shards, but I found you can get anywhere from none to 4, just following the exact same circle that I do around here. Alrighty, we have finished up our farm right outside of Andre's place. We now have a +5 claymore, and we also have enough Titanite shards to fully, well, as far as we can, max out our sack when we get it. The reason we're human is because I got a humanity off of one of the Hollow Knights, so I figured may as well just upgrade Andre's bonfire, which is also why we have 10 Estus. So you will notice we are under the Dragon Keep. Pretty much, we are headed right in that direction. You know, where all the guys are? Yeah, we're headed in that direction. Also, sorry if I sound tired or if I'm fumbling on my words a lot more than normal. My sleep has been even worse than normal because for whatever reason, I've been waking up just completely out of air. Pretty much, I'll forget to breathe while I'm asleep. And then I'll wake up and, yeah. Pretty fun. But pretty much it's been affecting my sleep. Hasn't been too great, so I haven't been feeling very good. But that aside, let's go ahead and attempt to cross the bridge. I believe the dragon is here. Okay, apparently the dragon is not here, but we're still going to just sprint across because the dragon will show up. At least at some point he will. Yep, there he is. What? Okay, I'm questioning that one a little bit, but sure. Ugh. Alright, well, that sucks. He is just gonna fly off again, so we're just gonna make the sprint again. Kinda sucks that we return to cranberry mode, but... or prune mode, actually. But being a human doesn't really have any real benefits other than not looking weird. So we're going to use the basement key we picked up, and we're going to head down this flight of stairs. And once we're down here, we are going to be in the new area. Pretty close to where we're going to get our sack, actually. Now, it's debatable whether I could have held up my shield and that would have prevented me from dying. I kind of doubt it, but there is a chance I might have survived if I had held up my shield. 60 resistance. I think it just would have broke through, though, so I'm not too sure. But we do open a shortcut that we saw earlier in the game, which is pretty cool. You might recognize this area. But pretty much the bonfire to this place is going to act as our checkpoint, which is pretty dang cool. We haven't upgraded it, so it's only going to give us 5 Estus. We are going to keep our 10 Estus until we use it up, though, because we sat at Andre's, our Estus went to 10, and so we have to actually use the Estus in order for the number to stick to 5. And, oh, swung too early. Short sword. So, because we have 2k souls, we can't actually go talk to the merchant and buy the bottomless box, which basically it's just going to help us with inventory management. It doesn't really have a lot of use besides that. We're going to take our shield out because there is doggos around here, and they're kind of dangerous. They both attack. We attack. Bada bing, bada boom. It's just that simple. Now, the dogs do inflict bleed, which can be a little bit of a problem, considering we don't have armor, so our bleed resistance is going to be super low. You can cheese the enemies a little bit just by stabbing the doors. Actually, we're not going to stab that one. We missed, and that actually is working in our favor. So, pretty much, they bust open the doors. They're going to come get you. These guys can parry, too. You see that stance he was in? That means he'll parry you, which... basically, all it means is you're going to be taking a lot of damage. So, because we got the mail breaker, we're going to come back this way so we can unlock the door to another quest NPC. It is this door.
Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels. Oh, hello. I'm fine. I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. I have my sorcery, and I will be more cautious next time. Besides, I have an important task.
Alright, he is now saved, and you can just roll into these barrels to break them. That way you don't have to risk attacking him. Yay, we got the sorcerer set. Not that we're going to use it. Should we put the hat on? No, probably not. Plus, it's not a sack, so we don't want it. I took it off, right? Yeah. Okay, so this little hallway, it's pretty dangerous even when you're armored. So the fact that we're going in without any armor, little bit of a problem. They have a certain attack they do, which is extremely dangerous if you're not ready for it. Maybe we'll see it. However, right now they're not... Ah, there he was. The one in the back did it. Pretty much it goes hit, 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 hit. It does a lot of damage. Twin Humanities, that's going to let us get 2 Humanities in our counter. It's pretty dang good, and that's pretty much the only reason we came over this way, besides saving our boy from the home, the locked room, whatever you want to call it. I don't believe there's any items in the rest of these rooms, so we're just going to keep going about our way. There's definitely not an ambush right here. As you see, no ambush. However, right here, there is one. Ow. So, all of these guys inflict bleed, which is, again, a problem for us. They're going to stop to heal, so we're going to heal. Now, these guys can also backstab you, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but memory tells me that they can backstab and parry you. Same as the Baldur Knights, actually. Large soul of an undead. That's going to give us some souls. I honestly couldn't tell you why I'm still being tutorial-like. But, meh. It just feels right. Sometimes you gotta go with what you feel. Ow. See, these dogs have nothing on the Dark Souls 3 dog, though. Because Dark Souls 3, woohoo! Oh, now thems are some dangerous dogs. So what we're gonna do, we're going to apply the gold pine resin, and then we're gonna go in. Alright, let's go. Ow. Okay, we should... Oh, yep, there's that stun lock. Ah. Okay, so I was going to go and get this item later, but I've decided we should probably just get it, like, sooner rather than later. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down next to Andre and head through this little door right here. We're going to buff up. And we're going to deal with a little mini-boss who likes to throw lightning at you. Now, even though he's using lightning, lightning is still extra damage, so it still works in our favor. Pretty much, you're just going to want to stay on him, well, as much as you can at least. Heal when you stagger him, try not to get caught, like that, and like that, I guess. Alright, we're out of arrows now, so we gotta fight him mano a mano. And hopefully not get super roll caught again. Which he's pretty good at. Yeah, like that. Which is probably why his weapon is called the catching pole. Wait for him to shoot, heal, and now you can pretty much just go back in and finish the job. After he does an attack, now you just finish him off. Like so. So this is one of the enemies that does not respawn after you beat him. So hooray! He has been dealt with. And now we enter. I was expecting it to show up a bit sooner than this. Still waiting for it. Okay, well I guess it's not gonna show up. So we're in Darkroot. That is a grab. Be sure you look out for that. These guys also drop super helpful clumps, which can remove poison, toxic. There it is, Darkroot Garden. Poison, toxic, and bleed. Well, bleed buildup. Since bleed is an instant damage proc, you can't really remove it, but you can remove the buildup. Alright. Now there is an item back here. Yep. Now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna come along right this way. I'm not sure if we're gonna do the boss of this area. We might. Actually, we have to do a summon. Yeah, we have to summon someone in this area for the boss. Otherwise, their quest line isn't complete. So, we're gonna rest here. This is now a respawn point. Pretty nice, pretty nifty. We cannot go in there yet, nor do we really want to, so we're going to fall for a very obvious trap right down the road, which is this item right here. As you can see, we fell for the definitely not at all obvious trap, and now we're trapped with a bunch of spindly tree boys. Not too bad. You can pretty much stun lock them like you get stun locked, so, you know, there are worse things in this game. This is the one that removes toxic, and we got another one that removes toxic. Toxic is basically just poison plus. It's just, it's poison damage that does a lot more damage to you. We are going to cut our way through to the air quote hidden passage. Now that we've chopped our way through, we're able to just keep on going. Now, these guys do have a little bit of a funny glitch, which we'll see if what happens here. Okay, it didn't for him. But pretty much they can just fall through the world. Because why not? They're like, you know what? I might have dropped loot, but you're never going to find that out. We're going to try and chop our way through this tree. And now that we've done that, we're going to continue exploring along. Now, there is a golem around here. As far as I knew. Maybe I'm... Oh, he's over here. Okay. I did remember. Here's our buddy. So these guys are a bit annoying because they have an ability that pretty much makes it so you can no longer roll or sprint, which he just used. So pretty much once you're in a fight with these guys, you're in a fight with them. Like, you're really not leaving it until you die or they die. Oh, we got his greatsword. What are the chances of that? It's a pretty okay weapon. Definitely something you should think about using if you don't have anything else. But the wolf ring we just picked up boosts poise. What that is going to do is it's going to make it so we're not stun locked by literally a stiff breeze. So now we can get hit and there's a pretty good chance that we're just going to walk through it. When you put on armor, you will naturally be getting poise. But since we don't have armor, we don't have poise, which is a bit of a problem, as you've seen. But this remakes it so that we are going to have poise, regardless of that little fact. As you see, our poise made it so we weren't stun locked by his hit. Our shield, however, is not able to block the magic damage that his weapon does. Which is why he did so much chip damage to us. Ooh, oh, there he went. These guys dropped green moss blossom, which is amazing. The reason it's amazing is because it's stamina regen. Literally doesn't get much better than that, I gotta tell you. There's an item back here. Soul of a Proud Knight. That is pretty dang good. And that's pretty much all this half of the area has to offer. It's not too terribly huge with its benefits, but there are a few pretty neat things to pick up. Like, for example, the Wolf Ring, which is absolutely necessary for a run like this. I would be surprised if we take off the Wolf Ring for more than like a conversation or two. Because, yeah, not getting stun locked, kind of a big deal. At least to me. Maybe not to you guys, but to me, I like being able to walk through some attacks. And the sack is going to give us practically no poise. It is going to give us a little bit of defenses. Mainly elemental defenses, which is going to be really nice. But its defenses are pretty much not... They're pretty much worthless. We are going to reverse hollow and attempt to get through the area so that we can progress the quest line in this area. We're also going to level up, because why not? 18 dex looks pretty good to me. We are level 23, which is a little bit low for this area, but, you know, who cares? As long as we're able to clear the area, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Now, we don't have any arrows, which is a big problem for if you want to cheese the area. So we are going to have to fight the things around here. At least some of them. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. Wow, we are just getting it handed to us. This is why we two-hand our weapons, boys, so that we're actually able to do some damage. That red moss clump we got is what gets rid of the poison buildup, so very, very useful. There is an item there, however, you have to fight quite a bit of guys, so we're just going to skirt around in our best interest. I don't really know how to... It's in our best interest to not get into a fight with everything here. Now, this guy technically does toxic, although the game signifies it as poison. Basically, if he poisons you, it's the hardest hitting poison dot in the game without being toxic. So, it's a little bit strange. I'm not sure why he does so much poison. Maybe a balancing issue, who knows. But we have a golem we need to deal with right around here. He is. Okay, as soon as he gets up, we're going to hit him with the heavy attacks. He's going to swing at nothing, and we take him down fairly painlessly. Now, we are going... Or wait, any other baddies? Alright, we're good. We're going to summon the quest of the area, which is Witch Beatrice, everyone's favorite summon for this boss. Mainly because she makes it drop dead easy. Alright, Beatrice, let's go. I'm gonna take you directly to the boss so that you don't get the bright idea to clear out the area, because that would technically be cheating. Alright, we're going to wait for her to join us up here, which she's pretty good about following you. She's probably one of the more reliable summons of the game. But in we go against the Moonlight Butterfly. Where is it? There's the Moonlight Butterfly. So, pretty much, this is why Beatrice makes this fight a joke. Yep, it's already taken 25% of its health and it hasn't even landed yet. Yep, it's already at 25% health. Yeah, this is the... Beatrice makes this fight a complete joke. And it's dead. Yep. Thank you, Beatrice. Alright, so... that was step 1 of Beatrice's questline. Pretty non-eventful. This boss isn't exactly the hardest thing in the world to fight, just kind of time-consuming. Basically, the normal way you want to fight this boss is you gotta wait for her to land, and then you want to get some attacks in, and then she's basically gonna blow up. So, once you see her charging, you want to get away from her, and then you gotta wait for her to land again. Alright. We got 3 goodies from this boy right here, who looks an awful lot like someone we know. But I'm sure that won't be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and just homeward bone, which takes us back to the bonfire. Alright, we have survived, and we are going to level just real quick. I'm going to go into a bit more survival, because we need it. Okay, so while we're getting super useful items, I may as well get the absolute best shield in the entire game, debatably. It is called the Grass Crest Shield, and one of the Black Knights is guarding it. However, you don't have to kill the Black Knight to get it, although we're probably going to. Because he does have a chance to drop his halberd, which you may remember I mentioned. And we do still have the Black Knight Greatsword we picked up right here, which we can't use. We need 4 more strength to be able to use it. But I'm thinking we might actually use it. Unless we get the halberd, then we'll probably use the halberd instead. Is that guy? You bet he is. Down for the count. So this is another part of Darkroot. We're going to be coming down here later, but for the moment, we're just coming for the item. We're not too terribly interested in what this place has to offer yet. I'd say I would like to be a higher level before we deal with this place. But there is a lizard right there that we do want to kill, so we're going to try and rush him down, hopefully before he goes away. Ah, we caught him. Easy twinkling titanite. So we're going to keep making our way down. There is also a armor set and bow, I believe, right here. There it is. We're using the short bow, so the long bow does more damage, and also has better scaling, so we're going to swap over to that. As you can see, it is far longer. And now we're going to go get the best shield in the game, and then we'll just homeward bone back to that demon that we're supposed to be fighting. Technically, you could keep going this way. Only reason I'm not going to is because I'm looking for a unique cutscene if you do not fully explore this place. Backstab! Ha ha ha! Ow, he hit me. Ah! I'm scared, I don't want to die, I'm gonna heal. Alright, so he's pretty much dead. We just have to avoid his attack, and then we can just backstab him, and then he's done for. Like so. Goodbye. Ugh. Blue Titanite chunk, and... no halberd. Rip. That's unfortunate. But it should be fine. This is the Grass Crest Shield. The reason this shield is so good, even though it does not block all physical damage like our current one does, the reason it's so good, it boosts your stamina recovery. So as long as you have this thing on your back, in your hand, doesn't matter, it's going to be boosting your stamina recovery. You can also come in this cave, and there is a bonfire that you can light, as well as an area you can access, but we're not going to be doing that just yet.
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you under such compromising circumstances. At least we both made it back unscathed. Incidentally, would you care to learn any sorceries? You're clearly talented, and besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm happy to teach you some elementary spells. Are you interested? Splendid. Very well. I am pleased to have a chance to give something back. Well then, let's get started straight away. Have you heard of Big Hat Logan? Master Logan is a great sorcerer and my teacher. Both of us came to this land as undead. But one day, he departed, leaving only a note. I suppose he wished to keep me out of harm's way. But where does that leave me? I have dedicated myself to sorcery. But Master Logan could find no use for me. Yes, the note that Master Logan left. It only said he would travel to Anolondo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless pursuer of wisdom. Wisdom trumps all. Everything else is hogwash. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that he only felt it was the perfect chance to visit this land. I only wish that I had his courage.
This guy will also sell you, air quotes, basic sorceries, as well as some really nice rings, and a sorcerer catalyst in case you didn't pick up the one directly next to him.
Goodbye then. Do stay safe.
I also don't believe we talked to our golden buddy, but since we're here, we may as well talk to this boy as well.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide. What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it.
Now we're going to go down and talk to our golden buddy, who should be sitting right in front of the firekeeper.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now. You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Now, you could push him directly off this cliff, which will kill him, as well as give you a ridiculously strong ring, debatably stronger than the wolf ring for this run. But we're not going to do that because we want to do every questline. Alright, we managed to slowly crawl our way back here. We're not going to need arrows for this fight, so we're just going to put these away. We are light rolling. I mean, we were before too, but we do not have gold pine resin, which could be a little bit of a problem. We're going to try and make something happen with the black fire bomb, although I kind of doubt it. So what we're going to do, avoid him. Come up the stairs, get roll caught by the dogs. We're going to roll over here. Drunken Estes. Ow, he still hit us, but that's okay, because now dogs are dealt with, and it is only him. So now, well, we could have dropped attacked him right there, but now we're actually in a good position. Now you can block his attacks, although it's a little bit dangerous to do so depending on which attack he actually goes for. If he does his two-handed swipe, you definitely do not want to block that one, because that is going to really hurt your stamina, and it also has a chance to guard break you, which you know, you kind of prefer not to have that happen. Yeah, that attack right there, and that one. Ah, too early. We're just playing it super safe because, yeah, I prefer not to fight the dog skin. He's gonna catch me here. No, he's not. Never mind. And we take him out. Alright. Not bad, not bad. We handled that pretty well. I definitely turtled like crazy just to ensure that I wasn't going to die. But you know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta turtle up. So we are going to unlock a shortcut. Even though we're headed that way, we're gonna come this way real quick. There is a crossbow guy. Well, crossbow. There is a bow guy who basically does nothing. He's just kind of there to catch people off guard. And we're going to meet our second merchant.
You still have your senses about you. Then why won't you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
The merchants don't have quest lines, but this merchant sells that moss I was telling you about that gets rid of poison, toxic, and bleed.
This is a wonderful place, don't you think? We have water, moss, moisture, these nice iron bars. I like it here, I really do. Nothing good ever happened to me in life, but now that I'm undead, I've never been happier. You've come to this land at a bad time. There are nothing but hollows in these parts. Save for me, of course. You're undead too, aren't you? You be careful then.
We are actually going to buy 4 purple moss.
Come again, if you please.
Now, as for the shortcut we are going to unlock, we basically just run down this way. And once we're far enough along this long path, we just open this up. And well, bam! We can go straight to Firelink from here, and vice versa. We can come back here from Firelink. Okay, so the boss we killed is what gave us the key to geez, my speech is just all over the place. In order to head to the depths, which is our new area that we're going to go ahead and hang out in. If you're playing online, you'll see a lot of summon signs here in case you need some help. I'm not, mainly because I don't feel like getting dark beated or cursed an egg. There's the wolf ring already doing its job, making us not stagger from a single hollow attack. We are just going to keep making our way. Hollows are fairly easy. You basically just have to block and then hit. Because, like us, they don't actually have much in the way of armor on. Now, we probably should have headed back to Firelink to restore all of our Estus, which, on second thought, would have been the smart thing to do, but we didn't do that. So we're going to clear out a little bit, just enough to get our sack. And then I think we're going to head back to Firelink just to rest up a little bit, you could say. This is the Butcher. They hurt. And I totally overextended with how much damage I was doing. Alright, come here, Butcher. Actually, you can parry her. Not that attack, apparently. There you go. I haven't been parrying very much, but I really should be. Parrying is extremely effective. Okay, this one didn't drop the sack, which means the second, spoiler, butcher around here will drop it.
You. Yeah, yes, you. Here, over here. Please, you must help me. Thank you. I would have been a sucker without you. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, or the Great Swan. I will not forget my debt to you. Oh, hello there. I'm fine, thanks to you.
Alright. We have begun his quest line and freed him from becoming her separate. I thought they were guys too, but apparently not. Apparently they are in fact female, which was a surprise to me. Especially because of the sounds they make, where they go, "Woo!" Sounded pretty guy-like to me. Oh. Dogs and their instant attack. So we're probably gonna die. We did get a humanity, actually. I'm not sure if there's any more hollows around. Oh, there's another dog, right? Come here, dog. Come here. Do your double attack. One. Oh, the butcher. Oh, and another dog, of course. And blood loss. So, yeah, we were absolutely dead there. I should have gone and restored my Estus, but... Alright. Well, I am going to call this episode here, mainly because I'm not feeling too good. You've probably noticed from me stumbling over my words a lot more than I normally do, so... We're going to end this episode right here. In the next one, at the very start of the episode, we are going to get our sack, which means... we're finally gonna have some armor. Woo! I know you guys are just as excited as I am. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Sorry I'm still being pretty tutorial heavy. Like I said twice now, I'm not trying to, but it just kind of feels right. And it'll help any of you guys following at home. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.